Good morning, everyone. We'll go ahead and get today's webinar started. As usual, this is Ryan Hayes with Engage121 for this week's Engage121 product update webinar. Again, as usual, I am joined by Jenny McDonald, who will be reviewing and answering your questions as we walk through today's webinar. As always, the phone lines will be closed during this webinar, so if you do have questions, please use the questions functionality in the GoToWebinar software. Today we've got a couple of cool features to take a look at, starting with some expanded functionality for Speak Local Rich Links. And then taking a look at a couple of recent fanlets that we've completed for some clients to give you some ideas on things that might work well for you. So we're going to go ahead and start in Engage121, and we're going to go to Speak and then choose Speak Local. This particular request came from a client who has a franchise organization that has all of their franchise websites hosted off of the same system. So they have subdomains for each location, each franchisee. And what this client is looking to do is they're looking to post a blog post once a week to each of the local pages in addition to their main corporate page. The permalink for the blog is going to be ultimately the exact same for every page, except for the beginning of it's going to change a little bit, obviously because they all have different subdomains. So our current rich link functionality for Speak Local allows you to do a rich link in the same way that you would do a rich link in Speak Corporate. Where I put one together, I would choose my outlets, then I'll choose Facebook, choose rich link, and I'll have that standard rich link functionality that we have in Speak Corporate, where I can pick the thumbnail from it, I can edit my text, however I want to customize this before I actually send it out to Facebook. Now, in the case that I'm doing a rich link that I'm actually doing thousands of rich links that are all customized for each individual location, that sort of functionality wouldn't work. So what we've added in is the ability to use one of our merge fields. That merge field is the web page merge field. So part of your outlet database that you have with Engage121 includes a number of different merge fields. We have basic things like the outlet name, the address, first name, last name of the person who manages it. And web page is one of those standard fields that everyone has. So if I use the web page merge field, and then let's say I have I need to append that with the rest of the permalink in the case of a blog post. Always do that. So I'm going to put the rest of that link together, and now since I'm doing 1,000+ rich links, for example, I'm going to go ahead and add my own image for it because I don't want to use just a default image or anything like that. So I'm going to put in my own image. I've got my post written, and I've got my my web page merge field with the solutions part appended to it. Now I'm going to come down. I'm going to pick my outlets. I'm going to choose Facebook, and I'm going to choose rich link. Now we don't have an actual preview for that particular rich link because it's going to be thousands or however many rich links. So we're displaying a message that we're going to use that web page merge field for the link. Now, when I submit this through to my outlets for their approval, they're going to either get an email if they're set up that way, or logging into Engage121, they'll see in their planner the completed rich link with the full web page merged in. Now, in this case, they're also going to see the image for that link as well. So we'll approve that post, And normally this would go through our regular Speak Local queue, would be posted out to Facebook in a couple minutes. I've already got one up there, so we don't have to wait. So I'm going to go and look at Java 1-to-1 Scottsdale, and this is what the completed rich link would look like. So they've got the post is in there, the photos in there, and we've used the default text that Facebook retrieves for that link. So just as if you were to make that link directly in Facebook, the default information that would be available there. So that's a great tool for doing localized things, for doing localized rich link posts. You don't have to append the URL if you don't want to. I mean, I can do something as simple as just clicking web page and then choosing my outlets, choosing Facebook, and choosing rich link, and that will populate through. Additionally, if I merge any of these together, if I'm not doing it as a rich link, maybe I'm not posting it to Facebook, I'm doing it to Twitter, just like you would have in Facebook. We're going to complete that merge field just like we would for any other merge field. And we'll see, I'll choose my pages, I'll choose Twitter, and then I can even preview what that completed merge field is going to look like. So I see the different Twitter accounts it's going to go out on for those particular locations, and I see what that completed merge field, that completed URL will look like. So again, just another way of taking a lot of information and creating localized, rich content, localized content across a variety of social networks. So that is available for all of our clients now. It's ready to use and just runs off of that web page merge field. So the next thing I'd like to take a look at is a couple of recent custom fanlets that we've completed for one of our clients. I'm going to switch back over to my browser, and we'll start on the Phillips SelfExpression page. This was a fanlet design that Phillips brought to us. They gave us a design for how they wanted it to work, and we wrote the code and turned this all into a template. So everything that you see here are variables that they can change. They don't have to know how to write code. They can have a dozen different people that are publishing these. In this case, we're looking at one that's only published for the United Kingdom, but they can also publish these for additional countries as well. So you can have the person who specializes in Italy, for example, posting the Italian version of this as opposed to the UK version. So at the top here, they have a carousel that cycles through different videos, different text, and does launch a video player right there in the top frame. Then as we scroll down through the page, they have different sections. And again, to get away from using this as something that's only designed for one product line or use it, a one-use option. This is designed as total variables. So the banner images that are across the back, those are variables. The product images are variables. The name of the product ID, all of these things are variables. And the like button links to the actual product page, so that if they put if they link to that product page somewhere else and someone likes it, those likes will all be tallied up together. So they have 4 sections here. They don't have to use all of them. They could only use one section if they wanted to. This doesn't have to be all the different male grooming products. This could be different products. And then down at the bottom, they have a Phillips on the web link section. Again, an image at the top and changing out the links and text at the bottom. So this is a very flexible fanlet for them. They can use it for a lot of different tools, a lot of different products on many different pages in many different languages. One of the things that's very cool about this is Phillips actually has a widget that they built for their own websites to allow users or their web developers to easily implement a where to buy, a find it function. So they came to us and they said that we can obviously link to the page, but we would love to implement this widget that we have. So we took the code that they had for the widget and we built that in, and this JavaScript system will look out. You put in your zip code, which this is the UK, and unfortunately I don't have a UK zip code handy at the moment. But this will launch a store finder in another window, or you can find the stores online and where to find it. And this does change based on the product. It uses the information of what the product code is and fills in the rest. So again, another example of how you can take things that you've spent a lot of time and money developing for your own websites, for your own storefronts, and take those and bring them to Facebook. Implement them in the fanlets, on your Facebook page, where you already have fans that you can reach out to, where people already like your page and are already viewing your content. Again, just another way that you can reach that point of sale, either through Facebook or through other types of social media, and presenting the information that your customers are looking for in the places that they're looking for it. So the next one that we'd like to take a look at is another Phillips fanlet. This was one that they had built prior and wanted to again turn into variables. So obviously it's for a skilled web designer, it's not very difficult to put together one web page with everything hard-coded into it, but you have to go back to that web designer every time you need to make a change, or you have to go back to your developers every time you need to make a change to it. You have a new product launch or something along those lines and you need to make a change. You have to go back to the web developers. So by taking that system and turning it into a template in Engage121, Phillips is able to change out the text at the top, change out the images here as they cycle through, change out all of the text and images that are linked to every product here. And of course they don't have to have all 6 products lined up here. Maybe it's this one is for a particular country where they only sell 3 of the products there. They can do a version of it that's just designed for just that particular country. All the text changes, the images change, everything. And using, again, that country selector at the top of the page, they can pick the different countries, but it also has code to automatically direct someone to the correct version for their location. So they have this product carousel here where they can select the different products. You can read all of the information about it, and as they put this in, they're able to put in the bullet points, they're able to put in additional links into it, they're able to put in the footer notes, links off to the product pages on their site, as well as they actually have a video player built into this that launches down in below the selector. Then for all of the product links here, they pick the retailers that they want to feature for that country, and then each product has its own custom links for each one of these stores. So if I click on amazon.co.uk, I'm going to be taken to the page that's specific to that particular product. So I'm not necessarily required to go to just a general page. Each one of these is specific to the product, so they can do custom links for each individual one. Additionally, the brush heads, where to order new brush heads, is all customized based on the particular product. So for example, if we switch to the Diamond Clean, you'll see the brush head images change, and of course the links change as well. And if we change to the Air Flosser, when we get down, it changes to looking for replacement nozzles as opposed to brush heads. So again, taking something that could be a lot of back and forth with a web developer every time you have to make a change, to something that's built right into Engage121, where they can pick fanlets, they can pick the page that they want to publish it to, pick the language that they're publishing in, and fill out all the variables that they need to. And once you've built it once, making minor changes to it is a very easy process and doesn't require any sort of outside assistance. Can all be done by the users who are already using Engage121 to manage your social media presences. And then the last one I'd like to take a look at, again, another Phillips template this time. We've had a lot that we completed for them recently that I haven't been keeping you all up to speed on, but I thought today would be a good chance to show you some examples of other things that can be done with Phalanx above and beyond some of the standard things that you've seen before. So this one is obviously a multi-tabbed application. Down at the bottom there are links for linking off to phillips.com or phillips.de rather. Additionally, each one of these sections is linked to the tab that it corresponds to. So the second one here, if I click on that, takes me to the tab for that product line. So as they cycle through the different products in the carousel, the text and images change. This is hyperlinked, so they can link off to different pages. They can even put video players into this, and so on. So a lot of put a lot of information in one place in an elegant manner to cycle through it. Again, as we change to the second tabs, the middle tabs there, the links down at the bottom change, and we're linking off to different pages that they have information on. But one of the things that's really kind of cool about this is the last tab, and this is a questionnaire on determining which product solution, which hair removal solution in this case, is the right one for you. So each one of these questions asks me to decide what's the best fit for me. So as I cycle through these, as I answer the questions, it takes me through to an ultimate end where, based on the answers that I gave, I get a solution or the best product to match my type, my style. So I've got information, I've got links here. They can put links into the text as well. All of that information there is available, and then there is a sharer built into this where I can share it with my friends. So I can say something about it, it links back to that application so that as I share that with my friends, they can all come back to the Phillips page and learn about hair removal for themselves. But this is, again, another way of kind of a unique functionality that you might not think about doing on Facebook, having the questionnaire sort of functionality built in there. So again, as we go through these, I always encourage you to think about things that you might already be doing, or things that are similar to what you'd like to do, where you'd like to go with your social media presence. And I encourage you to think about the things that you've seen and think of ways that you could make things along those lines work for you, how that would fit with your particular brand. So that's the last thing that I'd like to run through today. As always, please reach out to us and do let us know what you think of these webinars. If you have questions about what you saw here, if you have things that you'd like to see us cover in future webinars, please do let us know. And obviously, if you have any questions about your account, setting up any of the things that you saw or anything along those lines, you can always reach out to our customer experience team at support@engage121.com. And always find us on Twitter at Engage121, as well as on Facebook and so on. As usual, thank you again for joining us this week, and I look forward to speaking to you next week, and have a great weekend, everyone.